What's up, guys? Greetings from Germany, Düsseldorf, and my name is Luboš. Today, I'm here because I'm searching for the best around-the-world backpack. So, actually, I'm about to make a short trip to South America right now, but I decided to buy a new backpack because next year I'm about to do like a longer trip for maybe 6 or 12 months. And my current backpack is not fitting anymore. Like it's not suitable. It's too big. It's too heavy. So I decided, okay, let's go lighter, and I ended up with those two candidates. In particular, today I'm going to talk about Lowe Alpine uh, Airzone Trek 4555. The second one is the Gregory Zulu 40. Before we start to compare them, before we do like in detail review why I consider them as to be the best backpacks for the around the world trip, I would like to discuss, I would like to talk more with you, like how I ended up actually with those two models in particular. So my first requirement was the size. I think that the size of, let's say, 40, maximum 50 liters is just perfect. The reason why, it's usually the 40 liters bags can fit also to plane as a hand luggage, as a hand luggage allowed. So you don't have to check always your luggage before you fly somewhere. The second reason is simply that the smaller luggage simply fits like somehow force you to travel lightweight. On the other side, you should have like a lot of additional features in order to maybe pack some stuff if you need. If you make some hike in the middle of your journey, you want to have some straps to attach your sleeping pack for the sleeping pad, for example, or your sleeping bag. So it should be somehow expandable. So maybe like 35 liters would be too small. 40 liters without any additional features, additional straps would be also too small for me. Second very important feature or quality of the bag is the weight. Obviously, it's very connected with the size. I don't think it's good to search for anything above 1.8 kilos. My old backpack from Deuter, it's very, very, very comfortable, but it has 2.2 kilos. That's way too much. Um, so I set myself limit, let's say around 1800. The third feature that I really require and I want to have it for my next backpack is the front access to the main compartment. So then you can use it sort of like a suitcase. You can just throw it on the ground, open the main compartment, pack everything inside easily, and then go away. It's great if you travel like every third, 4 day from one hostel to another one. It's very, very useful, very handy. Obviously, those two are both top loading, but they both have this feature. Additional or another stuff that I really need is the rain cover. It doesn't protect just against the rain, but also against any dirt. So I wanted to have a backpack which has directly installed or by default, which has by default the rain cover. Of course, you can buy it additionally, you can buy it extra, but it's another 100, 200 grams. So I still prefer it directly there from the beginning. And last feature that I wanted to have was actually the water system. So you have like a sort of internal pocket for tank with water, and then there's like a hole which allows to go the tube with the water directly to you. It's very useful when you do a lot of hikes because the water or the weight of the water is directly next to your spine, so it's quite useful. It's not so useful for the people who are planning just, I don't know, maybe travel around the cities. Then it doesn't make that much sense, but it's still nice to have. Then we cannot forget about the harness and let's say the whole carry system. So I think that your next backpack should definitely have very good ventilation, very good harness, so you can walk around comfortably. In spite that you do not plan to do a lot of hikings, I think you will end up anyway walking quite a lot around the city, etc., searching for hotels. So good carry system. I've seen some models that have even stashable carrier system, so it can be all covered, and then it's very practical for the traveling. I like it, but to be honest, those models that they have this kind of feature, then they usually miss something else. Like they don't have so many pockets. They are not so let's say uh, done for hiking. Yeah, so they are more like suitcase really backpacks or suitcase in general. They might be suitable for somebody who is really not planning to go outside of the city, but I think you never know, and you're gonna travel the whole world. Probably in the Himalayan or in the Andes, you will want to do some short hike, and then you will be really glad for good carry system first, and also for additional features like this rain cover or the water system, etc. So based on these requirements that I just mentioned, I created like a list of candidates, let's say 4, 5, or 6 models. You can see them actually in the description below because I think they are still good backpacks, but I didn't have the chance to somehow find them here in Germany, or I just didn't want to order them because they missed some crucial aspect. So I ended up with those 2 models, and now we're gonna check them in detail, and then you will see which one I decided in the end for.
So first we're gonna cover the Zulu 40. It's a typical top loader backpack. You can see that you just undo the straps. Here you have like the compression strap. Then you actually only need to grab and pull in order to get inside to the main compartment. Well, inside you will find the hydration system, so the pocket for your bladder. Sorry for this part of the video, you will see it right now. There is also pass-through for the tube from the hydration system on the top. And well, then here on the hood we have also 2 pockets, one from the inside with a key clip, and then we will have here for the external pocket just for your stuff. It's covered by the nylon 210D. Here is a little bit lighter. The orange part is only 100D ripstop nylon. That's for example also here on the sides. You have also well, from the front you have like this kangaroo mesh pocket. That's great to easy put or leave your stuff like maps or some food maybe. Inside of that is also the rain cover pocket, dedicated pocket for rain cover. We close that, and if you want to get inside from the front, it is separate front access to the main compartment. You need to undo these 2 straps as well, and then you can just like unzip it and open widely to get the access to the main part. Now here we get some tool loops. Actually, you can have it, I don't know, for your hiking poles. Here again the bottom part with a more sturdy nylon. Here on the back side we have the suspension system with 2 hip belt pockets. One is let's say more durable. This one is really like just meshed, so it doesn't protect from the moisture. The foam is quite comfortable, I have to say. It dries out very quickly. Now we will check the torso itself. It's done from 2 X-shaped spring steel alloys, 4mm. There's actually spacing between, so the breathability is quite nice. And well, you can also have the side pockets that I didn't mention, and that's pretty much for the Zulu. So as a second backpack we have here Lowe Alpine 4555. Let's have a look at it. So it's again the top loader backpack. Here we undo the strap and we get the access to the main compartment, which has the hydration system. You should see at least now partially there is also the internal pocket for bladder. And yeah, we have in the hood we have 2 pockets. One the internal that's here equipped with a key clip, and from the external part we have additional another pocket, which is covered by the nylon ripstop 210D. If we check then the part here above, this is the expandable part for the extra 10 liters capacity. You can stuff it inside, like here is the compression strap, maybe also for your climbing rope. Well, and then you can see the kangaroo mesh pocket here front for a jacket, maybe, again very practical, quick to get some stuff. Additional 4 loops. And we go to the main compartment from second access, from this, like, let's say suitcase like access, very practical. And beside it we have also the lower entry, so this is like the third entry to the main part. It's divided, so you can separate it and you can have there, for example, sleeping bag. I find it very practical, very cool. There are some tool loops, again, maybe your ice axe. And now let's check the back part of the backpack. So here's the suspension system, again very well done, ventilation, so your back doesn't touch directly the back of the backpack. Here we got some hip belt pockets, better quality, let's say more sturdy than the case of Zulu. And you can have again, unlike Zulu, the adjustable back system, so it fits to your size of your spine or your back. Now on the side we have a 2 water bottle pockets, and there are like 2 extra side pockets, zippered side pockets here, so for some additional extra stuff. Now we will go back to the front, and we still have two things to cover. There is this rain cover, separated pocket for that, so it's easy to take out, easy to stuff it back. And we have these, let's say, walking poles holders. Yeah, this is what I also tried. It works pretty well. So that's the Alpine Lowe.
So guys, it's time to select which one is the best one. I made this comparison table for you. Like I said, I had certain requirements at the beginning. The first one was that the backpack is allowed in the plane as a hand or as a cabin hand-on luggage. So actually both will perfectly fit to this requirement. In spite that they look really big, if you measure this part, it's like around 55 centimeters. In the case of Gregory Zulu, it's around 57 centimeters in case of Alpine Lowe. So you can easily bring it with you to the plane, and then you don't have to check in the baggage. Well, so this is pretty awesome. Lowe Alpine has the advantage that it can be expanded for an additional 10 liters. That's a great advantage if you're gonna travel, do some hikes. You will need for some day trip extra space. Well, but both will get 1 point for this. Then the second, my second, let's say, measure was some lot of features. So I would give. They both have very similar amount of feature or stuff, except that Alpine Lowe has actually here the lower entry, and I really like it. I think this is quite an important feature. So for that, I give the Lowe Alpine 1 point, and yeah, Gregory doesn't have it, so no point here. Then we talk about the weight, how important it is to keep light and lightweight. In this aspect, is definitely the winner, the Gregor. He's got a point in this because the weight is like somehow 1,350 grams compared to 1,700 or something. In the case of Alpine Lowe, this is just way too much, and you really feel the difference if you just have the bags empty. It makes difference. So definitely a point for Gregory. Then let's talk about the material. The both backpacks have the nylon 210D, which you can like sort of feel here, for example, on the top here as well. That's a good material, durable, looks like it makes its job. However, the Gregory on the side has only nylon 100, so it's much lighter, and I would say much easier to rip or to scratch or to damage somehow. This sort of problem for me because I mean you're gonna travel the whole world with this backpack. You don't know where exactly, in which situations you will have it, how they will handle it. So like the durability is also quite important. So yeah, here in this case, Alpen Lowe gets the point. And then we go to the amount of pockets. I think the both models are quite well equipped. It's a very comparable. You have this front mesh kangaroo pocket, or how it's called. You have the internal socket for the water bladder. You have the external pocket. Here you have two external pockets more. That's quite handy in the case of Alpen Lover. But overall, I would say it's very comparable. So we're almost the same. So I would say 1 point for each. Then both of them, they have the rain cover, again 1 point for each, and the carry system is in both cases very similar. It's very good, very comfortable, with good ventilation. Uh, Maybe Alpenlover here has some advantage in the form of the hip belt pocket, which is like covered or more sturdy than case of Grigore. Yeah, and what else to compare? They both have the front access, so again, they both will get the points for that. So in the end, very comparable backpacks. If you sum up the points that I just named, you will end up that the Alpenlover has actually 6 points, and the Gregory has 5 points. So for me personally, the winner today is the Alpenlover. That's the backpack that I'm gonna take. The only reason is actually that I'm okay to, let's say, to make this trade-off of weight and durability. It also has like this additional 10-liter space, so that's for me the decision-making uh, aspect. But for those you guys who are like more really hardcore lightweight travelers, I would definitely go for Gregory. It's an amazing backpack as well. I like it. I just, maybe especially for the shorter trip where you don't need to be sure that it's so durable, it's gonna last that long time. I think Gregory is just really amazing choice as well. However, for me, today is the Alpenlove. Well, and that's it. What about you guys? Which one do you like more? Or is there any feature that you missed that I didn't mention? Which one you would prefer? Which one you would choose? Tell me something about it in the description, in the comments below. And also in the description below, you will find some additional tips, like the additional candidates that I had, and some additional comments for that. And yes, if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and maybe see you next time.